Welcome back to continuing coverage of the inauguration of President Donald Trump. There they are pressing the flesh, and you can see the Clintons in the background, and fortuitously we have Laura Schwartz, who is an advisor to President Bill Clinton. And Laura joins us now after the inauguration. Laura, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Tough day at the office for you, or not?
No, today was very easy for me because I wasn't responsible for anything. You know, in 1996, I was sitting up there on the Capitol platform about 10 seats behind President Clinton and watching him take the oath of office for the second time. Since then, I've been covering it on the media side, so this is kind of nice, having no responsibility. We
saw some shots today of Hillary Clinton coming in. You know, you have to, whether you like her or loathe her as well, you have to admire the strength of the woman to show up and to have dealt with it.
Absolutely. You know, there was no question that she would be here because Hillary Clinton really is, you know, whether you love her or hate her, she puts country first. And I've known she and the president since I was 19, and that's just how they've always conducted their lives. So I wasn't surprised at all when it was announced that she would come and attend because, of course, all former living presidents that are in good health do come and attend the inauguration. You know, it's really quite a small president's club that Donald Trump joined today.
So what goes on in the White House now? While they're up there having lunch, there's a huge removal job going on in the White House.
You wouldn't believe what goes on right now. So earlier, before their joint motorcade up to the White House from their coffee, I'm sorry, up to the Capitol Hill, right away, there is a moving truck that comes in the back on the south lawn, and it starts unloading everything so that at this moment in time, the House staff, the butlers, the operations managers, the engineers, they are putting up pictures. They are filling the closets with all of the Trump household items. They're putting the favorite things in the pantry that they like to eat. Over in the West Wing, they're actually putting people into their seating charts. The seating chart just came out a moment ago. And everybody's kind of getting their bearings at the moment. And when they come back from the lunch, they'll first take the parade route down to the White House, and then they'll watch it from the reviewing stand. When they walk inside, there will be pictures up of the actual inauguration that just took place.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty amazing.
That parade was quite extraordinary. Rob and I were here in freezing conditions about 8 years ago when Barack Obama...
Yeah, this is better. This is like summer compared to that.
Also, the parade itself, it's going to be smaller than Barack Obama's. I mean, obviously that was historic in a very different way. What do you think we're going to see from Donald Trump, given what we've already seen today in the next 100 days?
You know, in the next 100 days, I think he already rolled back some climate change policies just a moment ago when he went into the Senate luncheon. I think we're going to see a lot of, you know, some of his commitments go ahead and roll back, but I think we'll see a lot of resistance from the Congress. I really think not just the Democrats, but the Republicans have to really look at their donor field, their lobbyists, because there's a lot on the fence that Donald Trump may want them to get on board with that they just know they can't either spend the extra money to do, or we just want to wait, you know, a little extra time. But it's going to be very interesting. I think he's ready to get started. And what I think is really an interesting dynamic is how the family's playing a role. And I heard you talking about that earlier, and that's always something interesting when you have family businesses like he has, whether you're a giant developer or a small family business like I grew up in photography. Everybody's involved to an extent, so it'll be interesting to see who spends most time in the West Wing. This is where the competition begins. You know, on the campaign trail, certain people have your ear. Now at the White House, certain other people are going to have the ear of the president. And it'll be very interesting to see everybody react and respond to that.
We know that, too, in the past, some amusing things happened in the changeover at Capitol Hill. We know that the Democrat staff took all the W's from the computers.
Yeah, and I don't know if I'm allowed to say this on Channel 9 or not. Okay, good, thank you.
Of course you can.
Feel free.
The other thing that happened is there were a few... So, of course, it was very contentious when Vice President Gore... no, but I still have one. So I plead the fifth. But this is a very seldom known fact. So, as it was very contentious between Gore and Bush and the Supreme Court announcement of George W. Bush as the president, somebody, nameless at this point, and it wasn't me, Xeroxed a whole bunch of porn. And then they put all the porn in the Xerox machine in the West Wing. So for the first, like, 300 pages of anything they printed out in the West Wing, it was all on porn.
Having been behind the scenes...
I've never shared that on live TV. I've never shared that without a cocktail.
No, we'll rewind the tape on that.
That's okay. We'll get Tom to bring those cocktails around.
Having been behind the scenes, you heard all the promises made today.
Oh, I heard a couple of lines in there that are going to come back to bite him. You know, I will do this, I will do that, I will never let you down. I tell you, that's already making campaign ads for the races up the hill in 2 years. Yeah, it starts today, especially when it comes to fundraising. But I think that there were a lot of, it seemed like a campaign speech to me. What did you guys think?
Yeah, I think so. The rhetoric was, I thought it was a good speech, a really well-crafted speech, but there's an awful lot of promises there. Laura, you are like the pink of political commentators, aren't you?
I do have the hair. I had it first.
It's great to talk to you. Thank you for coming in and dropping in and seeing us. And I know our audience appreciates it.
Always
so
a good time. Hey, and the parade is yet to come.
The parade's
not over yet.
Thank you, Laura.